Hello, Juliana. Hello, Yasmin. Good evening, girls. Can you hear me? Let's start one more class. Girls, please say hello if you are hearing me, please. Matthew's coming. Can you hear me, guys? Good evening, everybody. Hello, Mr. Matthew.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Juliana. Hello, Yasmin. All right, guys, let's start a new class today. How are you, everybody? I'm drinking a lot of coffee. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Fine? Yeah, I'm fine too. I'm a little electrifying. I know I drank too much coffee today. We're gonna have a good class now. All right, I'm auxiliating sweetie Yasmin because it's her first day in the app in the Zoom. But guys, can you see the image of the book clearly?
Yes.
Very good. And about the audio, can you hear me? It's hearable?
Yes, it is.
All right, everybody. So if you're having problems with the audio, say something in the chat. The chat is open here. I hope everybody has a good evening. And let's start with what we had last class. Sorry, who said that?
Yasmin. Good afternoon.
Yasmin, oh Yasmin, good evening. You solved the problem of the microphone. Good evening, sweetie. Yasmin, can you hear me clearly? And can you see the image I'm sharing with you?
What? Repeat the question?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
And the image, is the image okay for you to see?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome, sweetie. I don't know if you're first time in the Zoom, but if you have any problem, just talk to the teacher. Last class, everybody, we discussed about this vocabulary. Do you remember these words? Addicted, automatic, boost, crank, strategic, habit, incentive, reinforce, revert, routine, substitute, and willpower. I asked you to do one homework, and today we're going to the page number 99. 99. Talking about stating conditions. All right, everybody. So let's start. Stating conditions. Other ways of expression if. Conditions to the left, meaning to the right. Can you read the first condition, Mr. Matthew, please?
Yes. I can take a break, but only if I study for an hour.
I need you to use only after first, and then read again using only with, please. Both phrases.
Oh, okay. I can take a break, but only after I study for an hour, and I can take a break only if I study for an hour.
All right. What's the meaning of this?
I can take a break if and only if I study for an hour.
All right. Only after, only if. Can you read the second example? Doing the same thing. Once we've provided that, and the second on the as long as.
I'll be sleepy, but only
No, not number two, sorry. The second phrase, I can take a break.
Ah, okay. I can take a break provided that I study for an hour. I can take a break as long as I study for an hour.
Very good. As long as, provided that, they have pretty much the same meaning. As only after or but only after. and only if, or but only if. Both guys mean that you can take a break, you can do one thing if and only if you do the other. Did you understand?
Yeah.
So can you use one example, Mr. Matthew, please, of your own? Only after, only if, provided that, or as long as. You choose.
I can study French, but only if but only after I have the proper material for me to study.
Very good. That's it. I can have desserts, but only after I finish having dinner. That's it. Did you understand, you all?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Jobert, Juliana, Yasmin, Matthew, and Stephanie. Let's go to the
Yeah.
number
Okay.
now. Miss Juliana, can you read the number 2 for everybody, please? Juliana, are you there?
I will be sleeping. Esse?
Yeah, number 2. Yes, correct.
I will be sleepy unless I have a cup of coffee first.
Unless. What's the meaning, sweetie, Juliana? Meaning.
I will be asleep if I don't have a cup of coffee first.
Guys, in the second case, one thing will happen if I don't react in, if I don't react any way, in any, if I don't do anything, this will happen, like as a result. So for this, number 1, in the case number 1, different from the case number 1, that only if you do something, you're gonna have the other thing. This one is you will have only, not only, sorry, but if you do or don't do something. Did you understand, guys? Unless.
Yeah.
All right. Can you make one example of unless, Juliana, please?
I don't know, teacher.
Unless is the contrast. Let me show you one example. Unless I drink water today, I won't sleep early. Did you understand? Unless I drink some water today after the class, I won't sleep early today. Did you understand? Another example. Unless you get a good grade in the exam, you're going to do the makeup call. Unless. Did you understand, guys?
No.
No?
No.
I
Yes.
will be sleepy. I will be sleepy unless I have a cup of coffee. It's the contrast. You needed to show contrast. I will try again. I will fail in the exam unless I study hard. I will write this sentence for you. This sentence is very good. I'll fail in the exam unless I study hard. Did you understand now?
Yes.
It's simple, guys. It's the contrast. If you don't do something, this bad thing is going to happen with you. A good thing, it doesn't matter. Let's keep it with here. Number 3 now.
Teacher, I can try phrase.
A phrase, of course, sweetie. I would like to hear a phrase from you.
You cannot miss class unless you are sick.
You cannot miss class unless you are sick. Very good. That's a good phrase. Very good. Write your notes, everybody. Write it down. Number 3. Stephanie, could you read the number 3 conditions, please?
You should set your alarm, otherwise you won't wake up on time in the morning.
All right. And the meaning, please, Stephanie.
If you don't set your alarm, you won't wake up in the morning.
All right. So, if you don't, you won't. Otherwise, it has a different meaning. In this case, number 3, you should set your alarm, otherwise, you won't wake up on time. What is this, mister? Again, you should set your alarm. Otherwise, you won't wake up on time in the morning. Same example of studying. You should study hard. Otherwise, you won't pass the exam. 1 second, guys. There's a dog barking here. All right. Did you understand the otherwise? Can you show us one example, Stephanie, please?
You need to eat, otherwise you will fade out.
All right. All right. Unless and otherwise, they have their own meaning. So if you are having problems on the meaning, the specific meaning, please research for them. But I wouldn't like to tell you the meaning of them unless and otherwise, just to make you in doubt and look for it. But if you are understanding here, it's very good. Unless you show contrast. Otherwise, you show contrast too, but in a different way. Now, number 4. Mr. Jobert, could you read the number 4 for us? Please.
I wouldn't join that gym even if you gave me a free membership.
All right. What's the meaning of this, even if?
Nothing can make me join that gym, even a free membership.
Even if it's like even this condition. Even this condition. Or did you understand, guys? Can you show me one example, Mr. Jobert, of your own?
I wouldn't go to that place even if you beg on your knees.
All right. That's it. Even if, right? Even if I speak the language of the angels, nothing would I know without love. Do you know this sentence, this quote?
Yeah.
Yes, very good. All right, guys. So, in the number 1, the first example, read by Mr. Matthew, the words in bold express that one thing must happen first in order for another thing to happen. Note that expressions with only can be preceded by but. Your choice. But is optional. When it comes to the example or the condition number 2, read by Juliana, unless introduces a condition that will prevent a possible outcome. So unless introduces a condition, having coffee, that will prevent a possible outcome, a possible result, being sleepy. But when we look at the number 3, the third condition, after suggestion, like set your alarm, otherwise it shows what the result will be if the person does not follow the suggestion. You won't wake up on time. Did you understand? And the number 4, even if it's used when a result, example, I wouldn't join that gym, it stays the same whether or not something else you gave me a free membership, for example, happens or not true. So even if it is used, guys, when a result stays the same whether or not something else happens or it's true. For example, even if there is one famous saying, Brazilian saying, I don't remember now, but the idea is even if something happens, I will stay, my point, I will stay in the same decision. I will stay the same. I will stay the same, right? I won't change my mind. Did you understand all of them, guys? Unless otherwise, even if, and the 4 options of only after, only if, provided that, as long as. Did you understand? Everybody understood? I will need you to make some examples and exercises below. So let's go ahead. Let me check it. Let me go deeper. Check my WhatsApp, please. Checking my WhatsApp. Somebody asked me to check my WhatsApp. Let me check here. WhatsApp. The WhatsApp. Okay. Mr. Thiago, oh, I can't play right now because everybody's going to hear as you right now. If you write, it's better. So, getting back, guys. Letter A. Choose the word or phrase to complete each opinion or situation. I will ask you one by one, starting with Yasmin. Can I start with you, sweetie? What about Mr. Thiago? All right, so Leo.
Good evening.
Good evening, mister. Can you do number 1 for us, please?
Yes. Do you want me to read or just to answer?
To read answering, please.
Okay. It's hard to quit smoking unless / only if you take some medicine to help you.
What
I
do you
think
think
it's
it is?
unless.
Unless.
Yeah.
It's hard unless you do something.
Yeah.
All right. Unless. I like it. Number 2. Mr. Jobert, can you do number 2 for us, please?
You can quit smoke on your own as long as, even if you've got enough willpower. I think it's as long as.
So you can quit smoking on your own as long as you've got enough willpower. All right.
Yeah.
I like it as long as. 3. Number 3, Mr. Rafael. Can you do number 3 for us, please?
Hello, good evening.
Hello,
Yes, you
Mr.
can.
Good evening.
Just read?
Completing with which one you think is correct, even if or only if.
Even if you're a vegetarian, it's still possible to get protein.
Even if, I like it.
Even if.
Even if you are something or you stay in one condition, it is still possible to do something else. I like it. Number 4. Number 4, Mr. Matthew, could you do number 4 for us, please?
Unless you eat meat, it's impossible to get enough protein in your diet.
Unless you eat meat, it's impossible to get enough.
Yes.
All right, I like it. Unless. Thank you. Yasmin, are you there? Juliana, can you do number 5 for us? Oh, yeah, Yasmin. Can you do number 5 for us, Yasmin? So,
Unless I get 8 hours of sleep, I don't do well in class.
all right. Unless I get 8 hours of sleep, I don't do well. I don't do well in class. Number 6. Juliana, could you do number 6 for us? I had better.
I had better get 8 hours of sleep tonight, otherwise I won't do well in class.
I'd better get, all right, I'd better get 8 hours of sleep tonight. Otherwise, I won't do well in class. All right, I like it. Very good, guys. Number 7 now, Mr. Jobert, please.
I'm not distracted by texts from friends unless I turn off my phone.
All right,
No,
so
provided that I turn off my phone.
provided that.
Yes, I read wrongly.
So I'm not distracted by texts from friends only if, or provided that, I turn
Yes.
off my phone. All right. And the number 8, Mr. Leo, can you conclude for us, please?
I need to turn off my phone, even if or otherwise I'm distracted by texts from friends. I think it's otherwise.
Checking the answers, everybody. You got the point. That's it, guys. Very good one. Now I confirm it. You really don't have question. So going to the letter B. Now, guys, I need you to check the answers in letter A, but with some questions behind. Which sentence or pairs A and B are similar in meaning? Which aren't? And which statements do you agree with and which do you disagree with? So let me ask you, Mr. About smoking. I don't know, but I know nobody smokes here, only the teacher. But I would like to ask Mr. Rafael. Rafael, do you
Okay.
agree that it is hard to quit smoking unless you take some medicine to help you? Or you disagree?
I don't know. I agree. I agree.
All right, that's okay. Talking about number 2, it's smoking again. So, Mr. Jobert, you can quit smoking on your own as long as you've got enough willpower. Do you agree with this sentence?
Yes, I agree. It depends on the person.
Yeah, it's different. Number 3, Juliana, do you believe that even if you're a vegetarian, it's still possible to get enough protein from plants? Do you agree, Juliana? Juliana is not here. What about you, Mr. Leo?
I think it's possible.
How? Guess something.
I don't know. I'm not, but I know vegetarian people, and they're not dead, so I think that's possible.
All right. Okay. So you guess it's possible?
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you.
What about you, Stephanie? Number 4. Only if you eat meat, unless you eat meat, it's impossible to get enough protein in your diet. What do you think?
I disagree because I had a friend that She doesn't eat meat and she's all right.
All right, she gets enough protein.
Yeah.
So if you agree with number 3, you agree with number 4. Very good. Yasmin, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Number 5, do you agree that unless you get 8 hours of sleep, you don't do well in class?
I disagree.
You disagree? Can you do well in class even if
Well,
you're sleepy?
unless I agree. I agree.
For example, if you don't sleep 8
Because
hours a
8
day,
hours is enough.
but if you don't sleep 8 hours in a day, do you have problems studying in that day, on that day?
Yeah.
All right, so it's okay. Number 6, what do you think about this, Mr. Matthew? I had better get 8 hours of sleep tonight, otherwise I won't do well in class. Do you feel the same as this sentence?
I disagree, but it's obviously healthier for you to get your sleep for 8 hours per night. But in my opinion, no, it's not entirely necessary. It's just a good thing to do.
All right. And what about number 7? I'm not distracted by texts from friends, provided that I turn off my phone. What do you think about this, Mr. Jobert? Do you feel the same?
Yes, I do, but I don't think texts from friends can distract us.
Distract you, right?
Distract me, yes.
Yeah, there are some people who get.
Yes, depends on the person because
All right.
if you are distracted easily,
Okay, I got it. Thank you. What about Mr. Rafael? I need to turn off my phone, otherwise I'm distracted by text from friends. Do you agree with this? Are you the kind of person who get distracted easily with texts from friends?
No, I ignore my cell phone in occasional situation.
You don't turn
Yeah,
on?
I prefer talk with my friends.
Okay, all right, it's a good thing. All right, guys, thank you. Thank you for sharing your points. We have more 10 minutes before the first break. So going ahead to the letter C. Complete the sentences and then share your ideas with the class. Matthew, I get distracted when I'm trying to study or work unless...
Um, unless unless I turn off my phone or I don't know, avoid any type of contact with my family because my family usually does a lot of noise, so it kind of annoys me when I'm studying.
With my family, I got it. Family. All right. Number 2, Stephanie.
Yeah.
If you have a lot of willpower, it can still be hard to complete the sentence with the first part. Just for now.
Unless
Unless, if, no.
no. Only
Only if you have a lot of willpower, no.
even if
even.
Even. Now complete the sentence with your point of view. Even if you have a lot of willpower, it can still be hard to
To um Como é que é aquela palavra? Excel on something. Is it right?
Yeah.
So it is.
So can you read the sentence complete, please?
Even if you have a lot of willpower, it can still be hard to excel on something.
Very good. Number 3 now. Juliana, can you complete number 3 for us, please? Are you there? Let me ask you.
Yes, teacher.
Oh, yes, sweetie. Students in this class are allowed to only if, provided that. Remember your school, the school where you work. Students in that school are allowed to only if. You teach in a school for children, right?
Yes.
So they have some commands in the day. For example, they are allowed to leave the school only after something happens. They cannot only, teacher, I'm leaving. They are children. So can you complete the sentence with this idea or other if you have another idea?
Students in this class are allowed to talk, provide tech, and sit dot.
And the
Exercício.
so students in this class are allowed to talk, provided that they end their activity. Yes, activity.
Yes.
All right. They end, they finish. They finish is better.
Finish.
Activity. Very good. They are allowed to talk, provided that they finish their activity. Very good phrase, sweetie. And the number 4, Mr. Leo. It's important to chew, otherwise, complete this sentence for us, please.
It's important to study for tomorrow's exam, otherwise you will fail the última matéria da escola.
Sorry, could you repeat, please?
It's important to study for tomorrow's exam, otherwise you will fail the, how can I say matéria? I forgot the word.
Subjects.
Yeah, otherwise you will fail the subject.
Or in this case, the school subjects. All right. I like it, these phrases, guys. You understood the point and the usage, and of course the meaning of these conditions. Stating conditions is very interesting. We can use conditionals, first, zero, second, third, or we can use these kind of conditions. One condition, the first one, is only after something happened. The second is only if that happens, or, sorry, how can I explain this? If something happens, will prevent another outcome. That is the point. Number 3, just a review with you. The result will be if the person does not follow the suggestion, like a mother saying, oh, you better get back home, otherwise you get in problems, things like this. The number 3. Number 4, it's only if, even if, not only if, sorry, even if something happens, even if the most impossible condition happens, I won't change my mind. Things like this. 4 different conditions here. Do you have any problem to these things, guys? Do you have any question? Jobert, Matthew, Julian, Leo, Rafa,
No.
Stephanie, Thiago, Yasmin. Do you have any question? Did you understand before?
Yes.
Very good,
Yeah.
guys. I'm going to ask you a homework today, and this homework is about this thing. Let me share you what it's going to be about. I think it's around page number 80 of mine. 12, no, exaggerated. Maybe page 55. Sharing the screen with you guys so you can check what I'm talking about. So these exercise, letter B and C. Oh, and also D is your homework today. Letter B, circle the correct word to complete the dialogue. So the dialogue, there are some convergences. And one of these convergences, sorry, my WhatsApp, guys. Close this. One of these conversions is going or was going. Am I in the correct? Yeah. What, whether, which? No, I think I'm not. Let me check. Number 9. To your help. Sorry. This is your homework, guys. Letter B and C. In the correct page, number 53. You need to complete and choose what or which condition word you can use to fill in order to better fill in blanks. For example, I can exercise in the morning before class, but only if, otherwise, or even if. You need to complete with the best one. Letter C, answer the questions with complete sentences. What healthy habits are automatic for you? You needed to show me a complete sentence. And the following examples or questions, what healthy habits are part of your daily routine? What are some chronic bad habits that you would like to break? What incentives do you or could you use to help you break bad habits? Why would they be successful? And then number 5, describe a situation when your willpower helped you to break a bad habit. Very good point. And letter D too. I'm going to upload these things on the Google Classroom. No, I'm going to upload it in the WhatsApp group. Okay? But first, guys, I need you to click in the link on the WhatsApp because I need to end this first part of the class. Okay? I'm gonna end it here and start a new one. Just click in the link in the WhatsApp. Yasmin, don't forget, click in the link there in the group and get back here, okay? See you in a minute. Bye.